Hello and welcome to my latest video on Jurassic World Alive. In today's video I'm going to run through the Datamine details for new creatures that was published on the 22nd of March 2022. And before I get into the detail, I should say there's a bit of a disclaimer that obviously everything that I'm going to run through in this Datamine video, there's absolutely no guarantees that any of the content will actually end up in the game. It's very much down to Allodrigues to decide what they want to put into future releases of the game. So some of this might get in, some of it might not, all of it might get in, none of it might get in. So there's absolutely no guarantees. So it's just a review of the Datamine details and, just a kind of bit of prediction from me at the end. So I'm just going to give my thoughts on the Datamine and what I think is going to happen as a result. So without further ado, let's get into it. So first off, we have Albertocevia. So very obviously, this is going to be, with the Albert prefix there, it's going to be Albertosaurus or Albertospinus. I really don't see it being Albertospinus. That's a unique, which would mean that the hybrid, or the super hybrid, I should say, would have to be an apex. I don't really see another apex coming into the game just yet. So for me, this is going to be an Albertosaurus super hybrid. Unfortunately, I don't know about anybody else, but I am desperately short of Albertosaurus DNA. But there you go. So in terms of the Sevia bit, we've got three creatures that in the game. We've got Dodosevia, we've got Inostransevia, and we've got Edaphoseivia. I don't see this being Dodosevia, although that's a hybrid. There's no mention in the description there of Albertocevia being a flock creature. So I think we can rule that one out. I don't see it being Inostransevia either. That's not a hybrid, so it means that it couldn't create a super hybrid. So for me, this is going to be Albertosaurus and Edaphoseivia to create the super hybrid. Another clue, I think, is it says never approach when these stripes are at the brightest blue. As you can see there, Edaphoseivia does have that kind of blue stripes on it. So I'm pretty confident. I think this is going to be an Albertosaurus Edaphoseivia super hybrid. Okay, let's move on to Allodrigues. So this says like the Alloraptor, so clearly this is a hybrid of Alloraptor. So that'll be the allo aspect. I think the Rigues or the Drigues bit is going to be from the creature below there, the Rodriguez creature, which is going to be a new one. So I think this will be a mix of Alloraptor and the Rodriguez creature. Okay, so it's good to see that we've got an Alloraptor hybrid, so look forward to that. Assuming it gets in the game, of course. Next up, we have Tarbognathus. So again, I guess you could say it's obvious. This is going to be a hybrid of Tarbosaurus. And then we've got, in terms of the Gnathus bit, we've got four creatures in the game. We've got Allodrigues, the new super hybrid unique. I don't see that being an ingredient of this hybrid creature, so I'm kind of ignoring that one. We've got Allodrigues, the new epic flock, and we've got Compsognathus and Compsognathus Gen 2. So one of the clues here, we've got each flock of Tarbognathus, no matter its size, will sport only one specimen with an orange scaled cranium. Now you can see there on the Allodrigues, it's got a orange scaled cranium. Now I'm not saying that I think this is going to be one of the ingredients. In fact, I'm saying it's not. But given that Allodrigues is an ingredient of Allodrigues, for me, I think this is going to be, Tarbognathus is going to be a mix of Tarbosaurus and Allodrigues. And then finally, we've got Thylaconyx. So this is going to be, in my view, this will be a Thylacutator hybrid, and it says that it's going to be a mammalian reptile hybrid. So I think that rules out Megalonyx as an ingredient, because that is a mammal, it's not a reptile. So I think we're looking at the middle three creatures there. We're looking at Spinonyx, Baryonyx, and Baryonyx Gen 2. I think it'll be one of those that will mix with a Thylacutator to create the Thylaconyx creature. So I think that could be quite an exciting new hybrid. So in terms of predictions, I kind of touched on some of these already, but Albertocevia for me is going to be Albertosaurus and Datamine. I would probably say I'm 95% sure that's going to be the case. I'm really, really confident around that. I think it'll be a cunning, fierce creature, and it'll be unique. And then on to Allodrigues. I think this will be a cunning, fierce, and again, it'll be a unique. We've got the Alloraptor as a legendary, so I think it's going to be unique. We don't know what Rodriguez is going to be, but for me, my guess would be unique. Again, 95%, I think. I think it's a nailed-on Alloraptor, and I think Rodriguez is fairly obvious as the other ingredient. Okay, and then on to Tarbognathus. Again, I think this is going to be a cunning fierce. We've got, for me, 3 cunning fierce in this in the next release, and I think this will be a legendary. We've got common Tarbosaurus, we've got the epic Allodrigues. So for me, I think this will be a legendary creature. I'm probably going to say about a 70% certainty for my prediction there. And then finally, Thylaconyx, 2 epics for me. I think it'll obviously be Thylacutator, and I think it'll be Baryonyx will be the other ingredient, and I think that'll be a wild card and a legendary creature. I'm probably going to say 60%, because we could have Spinonyx, we could have Baryonyx Gen 2, so it's kind of just a finger in the air. I've gone for Baryonyx for two epics to make the legendary. So for me, my gut feel is that we'll get 2 uniques, 2 legendary, and then of those we'll have 3 cunning fierce and a wild card. So that's my predictions. We'll see what happens when the next release comes out. Please do add your comments below as to what you think your predictions would be based on the Datamine. How do you think my predictions are? Do you think they're close or way off the mark? Then it'd be interesting to know what your thoughts are.
Thank you very much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it or found it informative. Please do provide feedback in the description below. I always respond to comments, so please feel free to add your comments, feedback or suggestions. Okay, until next time, this is Alien Newt.